All right, YouTube. This is your boy Liga, one half of N Duo, and this is the Ncast episode 4. Sorry for the late start, and basically, I also want to apologize for last week for what's going on. That was a little technical issues on my side, and I couldn't get the chat straightened out. But then again, right now I have a link problem with KD, so hopefully she'll jump back in. But basically, I want to talk about the direct that happened this week, and also the other topic which everybody keeps on arguing and keep on saying stupid stuff about, which is basically they don't know the difference between sales and profits. So since Katie's not back in, she's trying to jump back in. Hopefully, she jump back in successfully. And if anybody out there who received the link could jump in anytime, I have no problem with this. If not, I'll just give you my thoughts on the direct and just call it a short night, depending on how things go. About is I've seen this on many videos, and many people say this on YouTube, in the YouTube community, that like virtual review tell even YouTubers who don't know nothing. Everybody the sales numbers is the most important part. Everybody always saying, and they're stating it out like it's the major thing. But there's a difference between sales and profit. I've done videos about this. I've done things in the past, in the last Ncast, I've pointed this out many times. And I wish people can see that, but they don't. Some people see that and they back off for the arguments. And you ain't gotta back off. All you gotta say is, yo, I see what you're talking about. Because I provide the facts, the links to back up my, back up what I'm saying. And it's not defending Nintendo. It's just a fact. And people keep on saying what they got to say, which is stupid. But yes, the PlayStation 4 is over 20 million. Oh, and the Wii is only at 10 million. That don't make a difference. I don't understand it. It don't really. I don't. Again, one thing is, like I said, I play games. Sales don't really care for me that much. If the Wii U was, how should I say, if the Wii U was selling as it is now and it won't making profits, then I would be a little more concerned and say, dang, I would Nintendo get your stuff together. But you see, what a lot of people keep on forgetting is profits. You can sell as much as you can, but if you ain't making a good amount of profits, you can a company can get shut down. Many companies could get shut down. You got car manufacturers got shut down. You got electronic companies that got shut down. You got cable companies that got shut down because they have a lot of subscribers and everything. But if you don't price it a certain way and make profits, you're not going to be around for that long. And the best example of both sides of this, since to explain, and I'm going to explain some more about it too, but look at Xbox and look at Wii U. Look at Nintendo and look at Microsoft. Now, Microsoft has a ton of money. The Xbox division is not that big in Microsoft. Once again, they only make 1% of the profit for Microsoft, which is minuscule. And they make most of their money from licensing and on live stuff. The problem that's hurting the Xbox right now, and everybody's just, and there you go. It sells more than Wii U. And everybody's saying, oh, it sells. Oh, good. 15 million sales. Good. Yeah, but the console is sold at a loss. That's a problem. Sorry about that. That's a problem. When it's sold at a loss. When it's sold at a loss, that means that the shareholders don't want to spend any more money into I should say into the console, and that's gonna be that right now is not pushing a very bleak situation for Xbox, because I could tell you right now they have maybe one more. They're trying to do this app-based thing with Windows 10. We'll see how that works out, and that might be fruitful. They'll be like, hey, let's stop doing consoles altogether and just do it on PC, and that's mostly where it will come from. But I gotta tell you now, if they make a next console and it's sold for a loss for a good amount of time once again, that will be your last Xbox console. I can tell you that right now. It'll be last Xbox console. Nobody will barely, it would not make a difference no matter what anybody says, because the shareholders would be pissed off and they will cut the cord. And Phil Spencer knows this. That's why he's trying everything he can to turn the ship around again. But that's a point of they got sales, but they don't make profits. Now let's go to the Nintendo Wii U side. The Nintendo Wii U, yes, its sales are 10 million. Not as good as everybody wanted it to be, which is cool. It's all right. That's not, to me, it's all right, because again, I have enjoyed all my gaming my games on that thing, of course. But the part that needs to be shown is, because of the Nintendo software and first party and third party and all this other stuff, they make a good they make not even good, they make a great profit off of the Wii U. It sells slower than the Wii U sales are slower and lower than the GameCube. And I myself say it might get up to about 20 million by the end of the less than the GameCube at the end of the cycle. But you know what? If they keep making profits off of it, then that's not a bad thing. That's why Nintendo ain't rushing to do a lot of stuff, because they're just making sure, hey, we give a software out, we make 100%, we make between 80 to 100% money off of that profit. I mean, off of that game, sorry, off of that software, which a lot of people just do not see. Sony has a first party publisher, but they don't have a first party development studio. They do contracts out. Sony Entertainment Computers, they do contracts, and they put out, say, hey, this studio, can you make this game? The same thing with Bloodborne with the Soft. That's not a Sony. That's not 100% owned by Sony. See, Nintendo owns Tokyo EAD, R&D, Kyoto EAD. All those companies, they own 100%. So again, if they put out a game out there, that game is gonna, if like me, if you bought it digitally, you get Nintendo get the $60 straight profit, no problem. That's straight right there. But everybody don't see that, and they're always thinking, oh well, Sony could do this and Microsoft on this, and they can. Again, the problem is Microsoft doesn't have the software, like the library to sustain, to help balance out the loss of the console. Just like what they did that's what they did in the investors meeting. They showed that they only make 0.5 profits, which is that out of a company that's that much, that's nothing. That is small returns. In other words, I give you $1, you only make me a percentage of a penny. That's a really bad profit. It's not even 1%. If it was 1%, then it would be a penny. If I give you $1, to make it easy for people out there who just don't understand that. It is. It's not even giving me, you give me half of a penny profit for, and that's not instilling confidence into Microsoft shareholders. That's why they want to cut the division off altogether. But you know what? That's what I'm saying with Nintendo. That's the difference. Their console is profitable. Their software is, nobody could touch their software when it comes to the percentage of, like I said, 100%. Nobody could touch that. It's 100%. No other console has 100% profitable. Even on PC, even on, you have to pay a licensing fee to everybody else. Nintendo don't. You can hear me now? Oh, okay. I'll keep on going. I don't know if you're having problems. Sorry about that. As Katie's trying to jump in and jump back out, trying to get her situation straight. But once again, like I was saying, Nintendo, there's nobody out there who got that jump in a jump. I mean, not jumping. That has that 100% profit. because Nintendo budget their game and development so tightly and make sure they don't go over the budget and go high scale like everybody else who make these games. Once they pass the 20 million, the 30 million, maybe the 40 million, like Zelda which is gonna take a lot of let's take a lot of money. Once they pass the threshold, bam, they make all profits from there on. While others like Square Enix gonna have to sell at least close to 8 to maybe 10, I would say, at the most. At the least, I should say, not most, least 10 million of Final Fantasy 15 to make a profit, because when they did Lara Croft, they put in, and that's a great game, but it didn't reach the threshold that Square Enix needed to make a good amount of profit. They're making profit now with the definitive version and everything else, and that's where you get a lot of definitive versions and year-to-end releases. Because remember, when it comes to third-party games, their prices in most cases drops off. It drops off. They know they're not making no money off of that, because the initial 1 month, 2 month thing, they got to sell. It drops off. People came back to GameStop, put it back on the shelf. Then the company don't make no money off of when somebody else buy the game. Then they come back and say, you know what? Let's put all the DLCs we put them together. Maybe squeeze up a little fix here, a little twitch there. Excuse me. And then you say, bam, definitive version, year-end version. Mortal Kombat's coming out. They're gonna be a year-end version or definitive version. If not, then I'll be shocked. But I don't think they're gonna be, because it's too segmented with all these pre-orders and everything else. And so with other games like that. But we will see. But again, the profits are the Nintendo Wii U has a plethora of profits that the other consoles do not have. And that's that's what everybody's missing out on. Because I'll make it again in layman's term. Honda sells Civics. Volkswagen sells a Bugatti Veyron, $2.5 million car. Honda Civics between 16 to 25,000. There are way more Honda Civics out there than a Bugatti Veyron. But do you really think the profits that Honda makes off of the Civics is more than what Bugatti Veyron, Volkswagen make off of the Bugatti Veyron? All they gotta sell is a little bit of cars, and they could make the exact same profits as Honda off of one car. That's the difference right there. The numbers are not, the sale numbers is not there, but what the money, in turn of the profit money is there. Look at Tesla. Tesla again, $80,000 car, $70,000. It starts off from. Everybody knows what Tesla is about, like driving all that stuff right there. But you know what? They don't automatically, like I said, they're not selling the same amount as a Camry or a Honda Civic or a Nissan Altima. But if you look at their profits, they make a ton of profits by selling the least amount of car. So that's what I'm trying to point out to a lot of people. Sales and profits are two different things. Now we're seeing videos up going around about, oh, this is the death of the Wii U, Nintendo is done for, and all that stuff, and which is starting to get annoying. Zelda, I talked about this last time, but I'm gonna talk a little bit more. All right. From my contacts, Zelda was ready to go. To come out the end of this year. Zelda was ready to go. But the one thing that Nintendo has done, and it's a good thing and a bad thing, it's a double-edged sword, because look at Codename Steam. Codename Steam came out, and everybody was arguing, even the stupid reviews that Polygon and GameStop talk about, oh, the enemy turn was too slow. Okay, game came out February. Now we're gonna get an update. The direct was this week, which is April. Now we're gonna get an update to make the turns go faster. And that's something Nintendo does that I do like. And some developers do that too. Rocksteady does that, which is cool. I'm not just saying Nintendo's bandwagon. There's other game studios that do that same thing. Way Forward has done that. Who else I would say that have done a real good job of listening to the developers for The Witcher. A lot of people have done studios that have done that. So I'm not saying Nintendo's the only person, but I like how they stand their time and do that. That they have the time to join in and just say it's good that we could listen to some of our folks because as soon as we get into the Nintendo Direct, we'll talk about that. We'll see how that works out. So that's a good thing. So with Zelda now, what happened was they waited till the last moment, get something together, gave it to the Gaming Awards. And when they did the Gaming Awards, people started art. People, the most chatter that came out of that whole thing was, the worlds are too vast. We don't know what Nintendo did to show the build. That part I am 100% sure. We don't know what part of the build was it, and I mean by that like it was a demo that they could take off certain stuff to show what they wanted to show because it's showing you what the gameplay is about. They went fully detailed to show everything about the gameplay. So that's something that we don't know. But the big thing everybody came out was, wow, that world looks lifeless. That world don't look is too big. It's nothing to do. I don't want to be just traveling for 5 minutes just to get to this and not do nothing, not to do nothing. As Miyamoto say, hey, I remember this time when you used to have bugs and stuff, just to show that there's a complete build, but people don't know it. So what happened was, as according to my friend Kenji, who works at Nintendo, they start micromanaging. And when they start micromanaging, they listen to everybody else and say, you know what? Let's take off. Let's take the what you call it. Let's do certain things to make sure that the world don't seem too lifeless. In other words, they're basically padding the game. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I don't know. But like I said, I do know that the game was ready to come this year. They wanted to bring it out this year, and because of gamers who are so adamant to everything, and of course, trust me, when they do all this stuff to it, people still won't be happy because of the whole Zelda cycle. So I don't, it's just so I don't know what's going. Well, that's why Zelda got pushed back because everybody's like, oh man, we need more to do in the world. And I'm hoping they did something close to Majora's Mask. That's what I'm hoping that they did. Something close to Majora's Mask, have a little side quest here, side quest there, do certain things. And you know what? It'll be like I said, I'll wait for the game to come out. I'm not in a rush. I have so many games that I still need to finish and defeat. I shoot. Xenoblade is coming out in Xenoblade is coming out for the 3DS, and hey, when it comes out for the 3DS, that's a game I have not beaten in the Wii U. I've gotten to the part where you got to the part where after you beat the dragon thing that with Ether, and you reach the higher planes where they got where Shulk got captured, and they're trying to figure out what is his attachment to the Monado, if he's good or bad, because he might bring destruction to the world. So that's what I got. Then I still got ways to go in that. I still got to beat Codename Steam. I still need to beat Altero Blade. I need to do a lot more games. And a lot of people always say about there's a drought, but again, is your preference. You know, I, it, I don't know. It's just like I said, no, no, let me put it this way. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get Katie to get on the mic. Try to get my little sister in here. Sorry about that. But other than that, yeah, there's games that I have not played and touched, and uh, 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 yeah. Like I was saying, there's games that I have not touched. Um, can you say something, Katie? Dang, it's still messing up. All right. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she could. I hope she could fix it to jump back in. But anyway, like I said, there's a bunch of games out there that could happen anytime that I have not finished, and I know that there's a lot of people has a lot of backlog. But again, it's one of those things I don't understand about modern games today that you have to jump to the new stuff and then you forget about the stuff that you ain't beat. Because I'm a person I like to beat the game, and once I finish the game, it's good, and that's all I need to worry about. And to also to back up my point about the whole Zelda thing, and again, and that's why I wish Katie could be talking right now, but she's having a problem with her computer. Was the same thing with Sakurai, Masaru Sakurai. Everybody was talking about how Sakurai gave kind of Nintendo is a kind of like a Japanese eccentric company. They don't want to be that mean or whatever, but the real as me and Katie said last cast, and again, I would love that she was in and she could talk about it. Was Sakurai? Everybody thinks Sakurai said, "Oh, I didn't do the how should I say? I didn't do the single play the way I wanted to because people show the cutscenes of the game." No, that was not it. And he's tweeted this and he talked it out to a lot of people, and people keep forgetting it. He did it because people bitched that they hated the Subspace Emissary. To me, I liked it, but they bitched about it too much, and he's like, I can't do nothing for you. You bitched about the single player on Melee because it's the same thing. It wasn't really neat. It was the same thing with each character. It wasn't too much. He varied it, put a little theatrical in there with Subspace Emissary. You still bitched about it. It's too boring. The controls, whatever. And you know what? He was like, F it. I'm just gonna do this, which you guys get a game of that. And again, I've pointed out in the Ncast how Pear for IGN was one of those people who did that double jump, like said this, and then after the review came out, he said he missed it. He bitched about it, then he missed it after the review. And that's the typical gamer now. We don't get everything, and we bitched about everything, and it's starting to get annoying. Really, it's annoying what gamers are doing right now. But that's the next example of because people bitch about a lot of stuff. Nintendo takes the time to say, okay, let me do this, like do that, and whatever. Like right now, like I said, we're gonna talk about the direct in a little while. I'm trying to still see if I get Katie to jump in. I'm gonna give you at least until 7:45, Katie, if you could hear me still to see if what's going on. Hopefully, you could figure it out. I hope. But other than that, going to the talking about again the profits and sale again. If you just join in, like I said, Nintendo Wii U has more profits again, and I got my info from the investors relationship page, or in other words, the investors meetings, where they gotta tell the shareholders the truth. As Microsoft telling the shareholders, hey, we only make 0.5% profit, and then the shareholders were not happy. PlayStation is making money off of their console, and they're making more money off of their licenses and PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus. That's where they're making their profits from. That's good at indie games, of course. But because of that, Nintendo's making profits off of their first-party games, their that no other console could touch. Their second-party games, where most consoles could touch that, but they can't. But again, the other two consoles can't touch the second party because Nintendo has so much more. Sony's the closest one with that, but they don't have they have the connection, but they just don't ramp out enough that they should do. I think they should do more. And then you have Then you have the virtual console, the indie shop, the indie shop, like this Square Boy or Square, like in the direct, the one with this Mr. Square, which I'm messing up right now. I'm sorry. That's developed by Nintendo. They're gonna get 100% profit off of that game. No other people could. Again, that's the next thing that a lot of people don't. They're gonna get whatever the price of that thing is. They gain 100% money off of that game. They have the virtual console. Nobody has a backlog category than Nintendo. None. And here's the thing too, for anybody out there, and I have a video about this, and somehow it got messed up, and I gotta redo it again. And I ain't been doing videos in a while because I've been busy with my day job and all kind of stuff, and just checking out. And I also seen some stuff on the YouTube that just it ticks me off. That's like, you know what? I'm not gonna jump into it. I feel like to just break away a little bit. But the the, the part of that video was at the end when people saying Nintendo doesn't have the don't have the they don't have the they don't have a big library. Do I wish I could get a lot of those people on the end cast, because I want them to prove me, what are you talking about, that you ain't got a big, they Nintendo have a bigger library. They have first, second, they have the Wii U games, first, second, and third, which is like a Mario Kart. They have second, like Kirby, because that's HAL Studios. They own a majority of HAL, but they don't own 100%. And then they have third-party contracts, Hyrule Warriors, Bayonetta. They make money off of those. That's three right there. Four, they make that's three right there of a pool. Then they make money off of indies. They make money off of indies like Shovel Knights and Mutant Mods and everything else, and they make money off of their own indies, like I just said, Sakurai Warriors, Pushmo, Crashmo, which that's the part that no other console has, but they have. No, let me put it this way. I'm sorry. Sony has that. Xbox doesn't have that shot. Sony does have the Axon Verge and stuff like that. Yes, let me not. I made a mistake on that part. But Sony doesn't have that much compared to Nintendo in how much games they have for that first party indie. So that's one. That's the next. So that's that. Also, they have the backwards capability that nobody. Like I said, I'm playing Xenoblade on my Wii U. I bought the game last year. I'm playing them on Wii U, not on my Wii. They have 7 years of games to play. So the drought thing is your preference. If you think there's a drought going on in your gaming, that's you. But there are tons of games that's out there that Nintendo's making money on that nobody is seeing and talking about. They're just talking about the now, the new, the shiny stuff right now, and don't talk about the many things in the past. And you know what? Like, again, it is what it is. Certain people are just they're just what they are. But that's the biggest library. PlayStation can't touch that. Xbox can't touch that. And again, remember, you could play your backwards capability games, your WiiWare and your Wii games for free once you bought the game. PlayStation now, you have to pay $100 and a fee to play games, and you only can play 100 games. But like I said, it is what it is. We'll see how that works out with people. So right now, it's like I said, I was trying to get Katie in. I was trying to get Katie in. I don't know what's going on. And we're gonna go into, let me see, we're gonna try to go into the Nintendo Direct. I'm trying to set up the stuff right here to get into it. Give me 1 second, people. Let me see. Trying to see here. And if anybody has any questions, the app is open. You could put in the questions in there. If anybody else who I know, if you want to jump in, you could jump in at any time. That I've sent a link to. I mean, I would love to have anybody on here. Like I said, Katie's having problems with her microphone, really, and that's messing up. But if anybody out there who's listening who wants to ask questions or jump in on I should say on the cast, I'm welcome to join. You're welcome to join. But let's talk about the Nintendo Direct. So I'm trying. Let me give me 1 second. Let me try to set that up so I know exactly where. Come on, people. Oops, my mistake. All right, so we could talk about everything that came out of the Direct. Give me a second. And there we go. So, all right, I have let me see a comment by Maurice, and again, Maurice, dude, if you want to jump in, hey, if you have the time to jump in, jump on in. And he was like, so his comment, he was like, I believe they must be incorporating new mechanics near near everything may be speculated. Still, at this point, I'm so fed up with them getting this bad rap. Where a true business decision is to actually push it to the NX, and that's not happening. They're not pushing it to the NX, people. Okay, everybody's thinking about it. Everybody's thinking about the whole. Well, they did it with Twilight Princess. They did it with Twilight Princess. That's the only thing you have that you went off of one factor in life. I mean, Zelda Wind Waker was pushed back, then went to another console. Skyward Sword was pushed back, then went to another console. So it would be a smart business sense, yes, but don't throw it off as much as you think as it is. Okay. And again, but I don't think that Zelda would be a part of the whole. As like I said before, Zelda would not be a part of the whole NX situation. They do it for the Wii. They're gonna put it on the Wii. I mean the Wii U. I'm sorry, on the Wii U. My mistake. So right now, let's get into Nintendo's Direct. Does everybody out there have said their piece and said their stuff? One thing I want to say about a Nintendo Direct, to me, from my perspective, is this. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to how should I say that the Direct came out and everybody still saying it was a horrible Direct, it was a bad Direct. I don't understand people's preferences. They think that Nintendo, Sony, or even Microsoft, when they do news, that they owe everything to that one person. I don't understand how conceited or narcissistic or selfish you can be. There are 20 million people. Let's go to Sony. There are 20 million Sony fans. Not everybody's going to pick up Bloodborne. Not everybody pick up Order 1886 because that's not what they wanted. So if Sony did a Direct or the experience, you went to the experience. A lot of people hated some stuff in the experience because it was not for them. But hey, you don't have to bring down experience and be negative. There's a lot of negativity in this YouTube community about games, and it is, like I said, starting to get annoying to a point. It really is. People are just, I kind of wish it wasn't like that, but it is what it is. I can't argue to that. I can't argue to that point how people are just so pain in the butt, so butthurt over it. But the Direct came out. To me, it was a good Direct. It hit a lot of stuff that it needs to hit, and I'm gonna try to break this down. Like I said, at the most, it hit where you need to hit, and that's all I care about. Nintendo came out and directly to their audience instead of going through IGN and GameSpot and Polygon and everything else and say, hey, We don't want you to twist our words. We come straight to the fans. Hey, you wanted that Shin Megami Tensei Far Crossfire Emblem? There you go. You wanted Mewtwo? You wanted, and we push up the date? There you go. They tell the fans itself. And we'll see how and like I said, I like that they take that time to do that. And it's PlayStation did the experience to do that. That's a good thing that's PlayStation doing. Microsoft might do it. E3 is gonna be a big thing this year once again. But I don't go into E3 or any of those gaming thing with high expectation. Never did, never gonna be, because I'm just happy that the games come out. When the games come out and it looks and it's not broken, it's reviewed well through multiple sites. I don't use one site to buy my game. I never have, never will be. I use multiple sites. I look at the stuff and say, you know what? That looks like a game I want to join in and have fun with. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I wish a lot of people could just say the same thing, but they don't. They wait for the favorite YouTuber or the favorite website to say, hey, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 3 out of 5, and then go buy the game. To me, you're not a gamer. You're just you're masses. You're following the masses to get what you need to get, but whatever. So with that said, let's go on to one into the direct from my perspective. All right. The rec started out showing Smash Brothers Mewtwo Strikes Back. Cool little trailer in there. Of course, I like how they always do that. Shows shows the cool moveset that Mewtwo has, and of course his final smash since he wasn't in Brawl. I mean, Katie saw this, and I saw Katie saw this, and basically everybody saw this. It was going to be a Mega Evolution. Same thing it happened to Charizard. It would have happened to Mewtwo. So that's good. Then the surprise that a lot of people did not see coming, and I have to tell the truth, Kenji didn't tell me about this one, so I was surprised. Lucas came out. It looked like some of his movesets are different. It's not really too clone-ish, but again, being but I'm going by people's analysis and seeing the video, but I don't know. Again, my friend didn't play it, so I can't say nothing. When June comes out and I could get it, I'll see what's going on. I'll get it, and we'll go with Lucas. Now, it's good that I like the pricing of the. I love the pricing. Take from a business sense and from a gamer, from a fan. I love the pricing. $3.99 for one version in case you don't have both versions, and then $4.99 for both. That's a good price scale. I like that. For all the work they put into Mewtwo, that's a good price scale. Again, if you don't want Mewtwo in your game, you don't have to buy Mewtwo in your game. That's cool. If you to the game, you don't buy it. But if you need him, for both systems, and then that jump is not that big, $4.99. That's pretty cool. I'm cool with that. That's the kind of DLC I am cool with. I'm not gonna, like I said, I made a video about DLC, about skins and all that stuff, and that I am cool with. So, and also we're getting it earlier, April 16th, which is pretty cool. Like that, we're getting it up in front. Those who want to buy it, they buy it later on, and you buy what you need to buy. I would like to see, and of course, once we get there, I would love to see his amiibo, how it look like. Same thing with Lucas. I know it's gonna be a price thing. We know it's gonna be, it's gonna be about the same amount of price. It'd be cool if Nintendo could, again, for the local fans, if they could find out the local people who bought, the loyal people, I say, and just give it to them at a certain special price as well. It'll be good, but it is what it is. Certain people cry for it. We'll see what's going on with that. Now, let's talk about this, how should I say it? Let's talk about the skins. The pricing for the skins are not that bad, but again, it's a skin, and that's why I've said it in my video, so I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about it. No, I think that should have been a part of an update. If I have to tell the honest truth, I think that should have been a part of an update. The pricing is good, but still you're paying for skins. But I'll say this: it won't skins locked behind something like Capcom or whatever. But again, it's still skins. You buy what you want to buy. Most of you people say, "Oh, well, man, I need Nintendo to be more modern," so they're gonna take what you guys said and do exactly that. Now you've seen them doing this kind of setup. So it is what it is on that point too. You want it, you got it. Some of the skins look good. I love that Pac-Man helmet and stuff like that. I'm mostly gonna get a code for it. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'll get a code from Kenji to get that and see how it works out. But again, it's a thing that I'll be a hypocrite to say about it, but I don't like doing it. The price is good, but still, I don't think you should pay for skins. That should have been a free update into the game, Nintendo. I'm not gonna lie about it, because again, I'm not gonna be. I have to tell the truth. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about it. So, but it is what it is. So, and also, it's just the amount of skins for that price is pretty good. If it's 75, like I say, I have to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. So we'll see how that works out. Then we learn about the next thing that made me the 64 thing, DS and 64. That's again pretty cool. I have no problem with it. I know that was coming, and I'm happy that people out there could excuse me. I'm happy people out there is gonna enjoy it. Right now, everybody who's asking for it, there you go. Now again, the scale is going to look rough because, as I said before, it's hard to scale from a 64 up. You have to redo over the assets. It's not scalable. Play the games, and of course, this goes to like something to like. I want to stop and pause for 1 second to to a couple people who say some about the whole equivalent review tech as the person who put up that HD part, of course. The HD version of Mario 64, that first bomb, the first level, and they complied with Nintendo. They didn't have no problems. You look from their stance. They were like, "Wow, we did this. Hey, we tried to live it out there. We didn't want to. We understand where you're coming from. The copyright infringement. We did use your copyrights. It's cool." They on the other side, the guys who did that are cool with it, but gamers, retro review tech, anyway, angry about this, dude. That is crazy. All right. And I saw the demo of the thing. It looks cool, but to a point. It don't have the charm. It felt still didn't feel right because it don't have the charm and aesthetics that Nintendo puts into the game. It looked cool. I'm not going to deny that part, but it just did not reach the. You make me say, "Wow, this is awesome." And I go back to see the old 64 game and see how they put the charm into it and aesthetics. It makes you feel, "Oh man, this is great." So yeah, and now that it's out, people go get it. You can't take somebody's and do what they did. But again, they saw an up and up, and they are cool with what Nintendo did. It's like, hey, we just wanted to do this. We cool with that. People was taking, doing stuff with the Mario 64, and it comes out. Now, let me preference this with all you people who want to ask for all your Nintendo games. Again, it would be cool if I had other people in here. Again, like I say, Katie's having a problem with her computer, so she couldn't jump in. And again, anybody out there who I sent an invite to, if you want to jump on in, you could jump on in, and we could keep on going with the Nintendo Direct and talk about what's going on. Can you hear me, Katie? And can you talk? Or your mic's still messing up?
Hello,
Oh, good. I can hear you.
finally.
You figure out what's going on?
No? Well,
You didn't
yes,
figure out what's going on? Huh?
I think so. I believe I
You think
fixed the
what?
problem.
You think you fixed the problem?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for joining, little sis. So let's back up a little bit. What do you think about oh yeah, I forgot a part about Smash Brothers. Good grief. Look at me messing up already. But what you thought about the Mewtwo, the Lucas, the skins? What's your thought about that, Katie?
The only thought I have about that is where's my wolf?
Yes, also I like the part that Nintendo did about opening up the Smash Dojo that you could put characters in there. Yes,
They
and what
they
up?
just need to change the date
They just need
that's on it. Because every time I sent the link, it's like people are saying, "Hey, the date's passed," so like
to
deadlines and stuff.
got you. Well, but of course, Kate, one of Katie's favorite characters is.
Wolf.
Yep, and she has gotten herself a little battalion team to go out and vote for it.
Yep.
Oh, but anyway, other than the wolf thing, that's the next topic. Thank you, Katie, for bringing me back to that that I want to talk about too. But other than that, what for real? But what's the name? Mewtwo, Lucas, the skins. Anything that you want to add to it that you think? I mean, real. I want your opinion.
No,
No.
not really.
You too much. You know that. All right.
I know.
Okay. The other part that I want to bring up that I forgot is it is a double-edged sword. You got people now doing jokes and putting in characters. Nintendo did a double-edged sword. They opened itself to a plethora of what person should be in there and what person should not be there. Is
Yep.
huh?
Yep.
Because but everybody needs to understand. Because I'll give an example. Because everybody's asking these stupid, it's putting all kind of crazy stuff in there. One, it needs to be a Nintendo character. Two, it needs to be easy that it could be put into the fighter. Okay, don't come with all your crazy ideas. I'll give you a third party. Shovel Knights will be good. I've seen people say that. Since Katie wants Fox, I mean not Fox. I'm sorry, Wolf. I think 104 101. I think that would be cool to add in there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Akadeko got so many cool moves with the one-on-one setup. That's a character to put in. But again, to give you my point is Goku. I see a lot of people saying, "Hey, you should put in Goku or back." First of all, Spill Spencer could say what he want to say about it, but I'll see it when I believe it with the whole Banjo-Kazooie, which will be basically kind of a clone of the Duck Hunt Dog, won't it? Because it's the same kind of setup
Yep.
with the duck and everything. But to go with the Goku thing, like I was saying, Goku, Nintendo would need to pay a lot of people to get the rights to use Goku in Smash Brothers. And that's the thing that a lot of people keep on forgetting that they have to do that, and people just saying stupid stuff because first of all, who owns right now? But Goku's still feasible. Right now, Nintendo would need to. Who owns the gaming rights of Goku? Namco Bandai. Namco Bandai. They could put so they have to pay Namco Bandai, or they could do a little deal because since they worked with them to do Smash, they don't have to pay them, but they could work a little deal with them business-wise. And I'm talking from the business sense right now. But also, they will need to have to pay the two anime studios that has the rights to Goku, which is they have to pay Shonen Jump, and they will have to pay Famitsu because Famitsu is not Famitsu, sorry, Funimation because Funimation owns the rights outside of Japan to broadcast it out, and also they gotta of course pay the artist and the manga of Dragon Ball. So they have to do a lot of stuff, and that's why, like I said, with Predator and Jason Voorhees for Mortal Kombat, that stuff was set up ready to go because they're not gonna let their excuse me let their game be their character not be represented in the way they think they should be, and they have to do it like 3-4 times to do that really. You know what I mean? But that's beside the point. But like I said, Katie wants Wolf. I want Wonderful 101. Just put in there. Shovel Knights would be a good character adding in. Other than Wolf, I mean, I know you stuck on Wolf, Katie. But is any other person you would like to jump in there? Just say one more, please.
Not really. I'm serious.
Really? Serious?
I'm very serious. There's no one
Wow.
else.
Wow.
I just
That's
want Wolf.
you just want your Wolf.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. I can't argue with you. That's what you say. You do what you have to do. So, going on to as you jumped in, let's go into what you call it. Let's go into the virtual console. I'm sorry, with Nintendo 64. That was what I was going to talk about. This Nintendo 64 and the DS. Let me finish off the point where Katie, before Katie jumped in, I was finishing up the point that everybody needs to know there's royalties and license fees from the past. That if certain people who were working on that specific game now is not working on there, well, what you want them to say? They want their money, they want their royalties, and Nintendo has to work that out. That's why people's like, oh, $9. Hey, maybe that's what the composer wanted. He said, hey, I want me 10% of this. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know. That's irritating to me. But I know they don't know this because they just don't know. It's not being ignorant or nothing. There are royalties that have to be done. That's why PlayStation now only does 100 games from PlayStation 3 because their games are so recent that they know the contract, they know who owns the rights, they know what to do it. They're not doing PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 because again, Crash Bandicoot, the license for him has jumped around so much, and is Activision own it, but they're not. And who knows? And the composer might be somebody else, and somebody else. They need to find these people, and also they have to agree upon. Hey, let's put this out there. So I can tell you right now, there's gonna be a limited supply of virtual console games that's coming out. It is what it is. It's gonna come out slowly and trickly, and that's the reason why it's slowly and trickly because the politics behind the licensing fees and the royalties. That's what's going on. But Mario 64 is that one game that me and Katie's gonna pick up, of course, is Mario Kart DS, right?
Yep.
And that's one. Other than Mario Kart 8, that's one of our favorite Mario Karts, right, Katie?
Yep.
I mean, why you like Mario Kart DS?
I mean that was the Mario Kart that made me, I don't know, get better at the whole drifting thing.
Okay.
And also because they had like little missions,
I
little
wish. Go ahead.
little just little mission type things that you can just do to get like what was the prize? I think it was just ranks, but still it was cool.
Yeah, you're right. And a little single player mode where you could go through. You had to fight a boss, like you had to fight the Bomb King,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
the bosses. That's also another thing that I forgot that was also cool.
yeah, but they had a single player mode that was cool, and that's what DS. And I wish Nintendo had brought it back. That is awesome. That's what makes DS Mario Kart DS one of our favorite games, other than Mario Kart 8. Now, Nintendo, which we will get to Mario Kart 8, and you know what? I'll leave my suggestion for that point. But that's one game that we are gonna get, and we're gonna have fun because that was pretty cool. I mean, the races was good, the drifting was awesome, like Katie says, and of course, like the single player, man. I mean, that was really good. And also the battle mode, because we played the battle mode on that too. Remember, we had a race on top of the DS for the battle mode with the three balloons.
And the shinies and just everything.
Yeah, so it's a good game. That's one game we're gonna pick up. Mario Kart 60. I mean, Super Mario 60. Whatever. Like I said, we have it. We get it $2, but it is what it is. We'll just wait for that stuff. So we had a virtual con. Yeah, Yoshi. We have Yoshi. What do you
Yeah.
think? I don't know.
The
Yoshi
Yoshi what?
Yoshi Island was announced for it.
What the DS one?
Yeah. I
Oh
mean
yeah.
we played the crap out of that.
Is it the DS version or the
It's a
updated?
DS version.
Well, I haven't
It's
played.
a DS version.
Is the DS version different than the GBA one?
That I don't know. Huh. Honestly, I do not know. We'll have to check that out. But I mean, that's the next game that I think people should check out. It looks pretty. Right. I hope it is. I'm not 100%. I don't know if that's the one with the like Mario and Bowser. You know what I mean? That's what you're talking about.
Wait, what?
Remember they had Yoshi Island. There you had Mario. You had Baby Mario, Baby Bowser, Baby Peach. That's the one you're talking about. DS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be. I'm not. I'll check it out and see what it is. Yeah, I didn't know about. I mean, those were cool games back then before we got the kind of weird version right now. You know what I mean? But it's cool. So that's a game. That's the next game that we're gonna check out. Next thing on the list, though, that we'll keep it moving, is we got to see a little bit of Splatoon,
Yep.
right? You got a little bit of Splatoon. I mean, from what you've seen, I mean, are you excited for Splatoon, Katie?
Yeah. I'm excited for everything, the ink and just the customization and just the ink.
What about the What about the? I'm trying to figure about the amiibos.
They're cool too. They're really cool.
And you still don't know what's the
I
which
don't
one you
know
get.
which one to get because I was all set for the girl, but then there's the boy who looks also cool, and I'm like,
The girl does. The reason I like the girl because how the tentacle hair she has. That always looks so cool. Well,
yeah, still got time.
yeah, we still got time. We'll pick it up what it is. We're not amiibo hunters or amiibo crazed like some of you people out there. We just buy what we want, and that's about it. But I'm happy that we got release dates on all the others as well too. Oh, speaking of that, you picked up Bowser. What about Ganondorf? Are you gonna pick up Ganondorf when he comes out?
Ganondorf.
Yeah, 'cause you mostly you're one of my weirdest people of saying you like the bosses of certain games. So,
If it's Hyrule Warriors, then I don't think so.
huh?
If it's Hyrule Warriors, I don't think so.
What? High Warriors? What?
Like, if it's Amiibo wise, I don't
No.
really use it much in Smash
Oh, okay.
or at
No,
all.
okay. No, that's cool. No, I just thought you wanted it as a figurine. No, that's
Well,
cool.
that's eventual. That's later when get that pay rise. You'll be like,
The
let
what?
me get that extra boost in that paycheck.
I hear you. I hear you. I got
Treat
you.
myself to a figurine.
I got you. All right, so we have that. Then we have so we have, and of course, like I said, the Splatoon looks good. I like the style of it. Like I said, I'll be honest. I put this on my Google Plus account for everybody. If it didn't have single player, and it was just online multiplayer only, I wouldn't really bought the game because it looks fun. I'm not denying it, but it's just that kind of. I just need something that single player that keeps me fun in case Katie's at school or at work, and that we could do something still in the game. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but the amiibos do look cool. I like that. And then speaking about that, let's go into our on the next one, which is Woolly World.
Woolly World.
That game look is started. I like the way that they're doing the game, and hopefully it's gonna be good. I'm happy that they're putting a. See, I'm one person who happy that they put in as Coupon and Alex would say call it pussy mode, whatever. But they put in the mode for kids because again, it's one of those parts where everybody loves to play. One of the podcasts I like to listen to also is the Nintendo Dads. These are guys who talk about gaming. They play Nintendo about kids, and this guy is so happy how his kids love playing Mario Party. Everybody it's not rated, it's not reviewed high. People, but the kids are so happy, and he has family time, and that's what I like about Nintendo. It might not be for me, but it might be for somebody else, and I'm not that self-conscious and not negative that that came from the screen. I don't want to see that junk. No, that is for somebody out there who wants to see that. But again, I'm happy that they did that. But Woody World looking good, and of course the amiibos. I mean, we expected that was gonna happen, but don't they look cute?
Yep.
They look real cute. So you say you were gonna get the green one?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking at least get a green. We get a green and the blue one just to have it. I mean, I don't even need it to play. I just want to have it because it's so cool. I like the way that they
Cute.
put. Huh?
It's cute and it's made of yarn.
Yeah, I do like how it's I do like how it gives you a second play if you need it. That's kind of cool. I like that little force co-op that they have in there. So that's a cool thing they're doing Amiibo. Use it the right way, but I still say you're right. I just love that setup. That is so cute. So everybody out there, that's gonna be our next set. People gonna be out there fighting for.
Yep.
And now to a point, and also to a point, I want to point out that people keep once again, people just keep on. It was not for you, so you don't gotta be hateful on it. If it's not for you, it's cool. Just move on. But then the what do you call it? The tap, the Amiibo tap.
The amiibo tab.
Yeah, it's a cool idea, and you know why it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea, and you know why Nintendo do it, which everybody keeps on forgetting. Even if you don't like what you think it is, it's for the kids, little kids to see they put it on the gamepad, and they could play a little game for the past for 3 minutes. The 3 minutes like we played Mario and everything else. That's something for them. It adds more value to the kids. They tested it out in Japan. It sold like crazy. The idea sold so well in there. And it helped sell more amiibos in Japan that they brought it to America. Duh, common sense, money. That's why they did it. If you don't like it, that's not. In other words, it's not for you, but it's for somebody else to enjoy. Because I've seen so many videos of other people who are big YouTubers just talk about, the direct it was stupid or whatever. Why you have to be so negative? Just say, hey, I love the Smash Brothers. I love this. I love that. I love this. The other part didn't pertain to me. It's for some other people. Good. Done. But everybody wants this like mini E3 every time a direct comes out. It's annoying. But anyway, I'm happy that the kids got something to do. Nintendo Tap. Everybody can have their fun with that. So next thing up. So I'm gonna say Woody World. Woody World's coming out. We gonna get that.
Yep.
So after Woody World, I should say one more thing. I mean, they had a couple of amiibos. I'm so sorry. Indie games. Some of them look pretty cool. I have to say.
Yep.
I mean, we have again, as I talked earlier in the podcast, we have Box Boy, Life of Pixel, which is a 16-bit kind of setup of games. I love that. That looks pretty cool. Attack on Titans. I'll keep my reserve on that. We are big fans of the anime. And as you can see, you could go to Nintendo and watch the first 2 episodes, which is kind of a little rough for Nintendo. That was the most roughest part of that anime.
Yep.
But I don't know if they censored it or whatever. I ain't watch it. Like I said, I watched the whole season up to it, waiting for season 2 to come out. They've been saying it for a while, but the game's coming out. Hey, it is what it is. I'm just happy. We have that, but like I said, we have a couple. And we have, what is it, Ninja Girl was one of them? I forgot what one of them was talking about, Ninja Pizza Girl, which I didn't know what the heck that is. I might got to check it out because, like I said, I never thought I would like a Tino Blade, the one I'm playing right now for 3DS. I was like, what the heck is this? And then I got hooked into it. It was just $4. And I got hooked into it. Huh?
It's $4?
It's $4 on the eShop. Yeah, that's the one I told you that you could, it's a side-scroller beat 'em up. With
Yeah, I
hack and
played
slash.
the demo. I didn't know how much it was.
Oh, you played the demo?
I believe so.
And what do you think about it? Could the whole is the sword that could reverse time like Prince of Persia?
Yeah, I liked it. I just didn't know how much it was, and I
It's yeah. I bought it for $4.
interesting.
Yep. So that's a next. That's of course we're gonna do a podcast about some indie games. So people need to go out there and check because there are so much out there that we need to do. And of course we have like Don't Starve, the Giant Edition. Like I said, Box Boy looks interesting to me as the whole puzzle side scroller thing. I'm
Yeah,
gonna check that I want to check out as well too. But what can we say? That's really that's pretty cool, and I'm happy it got I mean it got how should I say that that Nintendo's gained more and more of the indie scene and it's helping with their profits, of course, which is all good. And of course, we can't wait for that Shantae Half Genie and also that other game that we want, which is Gunvolt 2.
oh yeah.
Can't wait for Gunvolt 2.
Oh,
I just beat I still only just beat the first episode, the first gauntlet. That was rough. Because if you lose, you go all the way back to the beginning.
hmm.
It's like 3 stages, then you fight a boss. Yeah, that's kind of hey, but that shows you gotta have skill. That's the point.
Yeah.
You have to have skill. So it is what it is. So let's go into the next thing. So they had that, and the next thing, which Kenji told me, and as GVGINU was asking, and other people asking what I know that this was coming out, which was Shin Megami Cross Emblem, Fire Emblem. I'm sorry, Cross Fire Emblem. And some people had this perceived notion of what it was. I didn't. The thing about it is made by Atlas. And what Nintendo does, which I like, is just like they did with Koei Tecmo, just like they did with Platinum Games. They say, you know what? You do your strength with our game. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They took Nintendo's games, put it on that game, and made Hyrule Warriors a phenomenal game. Well, we know Persona 5 is coming out for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and the Vita. Well, this is basically our Persona 4 style kind of thing. The personas or the fighting styles, of course, is the Fire Emblem characters, of course. Maybe I'm thinking like they're reading the textbooks of the old ancient times, or maybe they travel back in the ancient time and they attain their personas of Ike and Marth and because I saw Marth in there like a suit, and also I saw like the girl, of course, she's driving around on a horse like a Pegasus Knight.
Yep.
So they have, like I said, it looks cool. I'm digging it. Like I said, I knew that was gonna be in the direct, and so I'm happy that for the people out there who wanted to see it, I didn't want to spoil it for them, for the haters out there, whatever. It's not vaporware no more. Enjoy we'll get to learn more information about that, and that game is pushed back to 2016. So again, Nintendo still have we have Zelda, we have Fire Emblem Cross that game for 2016. That's good. We got games for next year already, and this is only what, April?
Yep.
So there you go. And the next thing that came up, like I said, is pretty cool. I have no problem the way I look at it. So the next thing that is how should I say, that came up that not only not just shock us. Well, no, my mistake. Let me not jump to that. Let's keep it a Fire Emblem theme. I forgot all about that. The new Fire Emblem game, which you say when you got a chance you might pick up the Awakening, right, Katie?
Yes.
Yeah, but did you see the other one, the one with the two with the Hishiro? I mean the Nora and Hishido. Oh, sorry, I'm messing it up. But you know the new version of the new Fire Emblem that's coming out for next year.
Yeah. And I thought it
And
was gonna be like you reach a certain part of the game and then you have to choose, not it's separate in general,
it's kind of like it is
like
no,
the
but it
whole
is like
Pokemon thing.
No, it is. It's set up that you get to when you get up to a certain stage, then it splits.
The, uh, uh,
According to what I've heard from Japan, that's what they said it's gonna do. You get to a certain point and you make your decision. Because remember, you start in Fire Emblem Awakening, you were the buddy to the main character, to Chrom. That's what
yep.
Robin was. But this one, you are the main character. And you, sorry. And you trying to fit into the game. I mean, with the way they write these stories, it'd be cool to play. Like I said, I played Fire Emblem twice through, through with the hard mode, of course, with the permadeaths and everything. And I still need to beat that last DLC. I still need to beat that pain in the butt DLC. But that thing right there, it looks pretty good. I like the art style, and of course the music. I love just one thing they do good is the music, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Good music, enjoyable. I can't argue about that. The next thing right now, but that's it. When that game comes out, I can tell you right now, it's going to be a buy for me because I love Fire Emblem Awakening. It kind of sucked, like I said. I wish I had it what do you call it? On a cartridge, so you could have played KD. But you know that they messed up on that, and I had to buy it digitally. Hopefully there'll be a sale on the digital. Maybe you could pick it up that way as well too. You know what I mean?
I hope so too.
All right. And after that, now became we have Xenoblade. People, I'm telling you, if you want it on the go, and you were talking to me about you might pick it up, right?
Wait, what?
Xenoblade.
Yeah, I might.
I mean, you see how I played. You see how I played on the Wii U. Like I said, the story looks interesting. We'll see how that works. The story of Xenoblade itself, Chronicles, is interesting. I've not finished it. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I didn't finish it. I'm getting there, but okay. And again, if I have to be honest, I don't like the battle system too much. But because of the story and everything else pulling me through the game, it's pulling me that it's fun. Not pulling me like I have to do this. It's pulling me like, man, I want to do this. In the Xenoblade Chronicle X, the battle system might be work better then because you have a gun, so you can attack from afar. Because it's kind of weird that monsters who do a melee attack can attack you even though you're not close to them. But if you're close to them, you have to be right beside them to hit them with your regular attack. That kind of I don't like that. It's disconcerting. But it is what it is, and I can't. It is what it is, and I can't argue to that point. So anyway, so we have that, and then of course we have the big thing that shocked us all, which was Mario Kart. For one, they're bringing up the game further, so it's not in, is up in April now, which is pretty cool, right?
Yes.
They fixed it and they said it made it cool, but then here comes
Nonsense.
200 cc's. That one I did not see coming.
Extreme nonsense.
Why you say it's extreme nonsense?
Because it's so fast. It is so fast.
It's so fast. Nah, it's pretty good. Like I said, we'll see how that works out because I've seen some people already showing that you could do some certain jumps now, shortcuts. Oh boy, because you have the speed.
I
I know, right?
need to find a better car and wheel combination.
Yeah, well, we'll see. And you already say you're scared of you don't want to play the F-Zero's track, right?
Yep.
F-Zero's track will be too fast for you.
I don't know.
But you know what? We got a little look at the villager, which is cool. I have the girl and the boy villager for anybody who wants the girl and the boy. That's a good thing. We also look at the sorry, the cups,
Hmm?
which is we got to look at the cup and see the one thing about it. Which again, this is why I say the visuals are good, but the thing I like about Nintendo is the aesthetics. You play the game, it changes seasons. How cool is that?
Very cool.
It's a simple thing, but it just makes you feel so attached to the the experience. You feel immersed into the game. You know what I mean? And of course, you see KK slide on the side, rocking his guitar.
Yep.
But that's all cool and how that works out. And again, 200 cc's, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to get our skills up, man. We're gonna have to get our skills up.
Yeah, Drift Master.
Well, yeah. Well, again,
Yeah.
you've seen what we done in the tournaments and stuff. Drifting don't mean jack squat if the items are on.
Yeah.
Because I've been in Terminator's Juice's tournament he has on Thursdays, and I for the first lap, second lap, I'm up in front, but of course a shell come from somewhere or something, and it's like and I always come back. But you know what? It's still fun. It's aggravating in most cases, but I wouldn't be playing a game if I didn't have fun out of it, right?
Yep.
So we enjoy that, but again, the whole 20 cc's, yeah, we're gonna have to get that drifting thing locked down really good. I mean, I know you're gonna get your skills up to try at least do that. But all in all, I have to say, it's all in all, I have to say, it's not bad. The Nintendo Direct, what you in general, what you thought about a Nintendo Direct?
It was cool.
And your most favorite thing about it was
Smash.
the Smash.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have to get that. Like I said, because we're busy people. Because we're busy people, we can 'cause normally like back when we were playing Brawl, we've got a lot of trophies.
Yep.
I'm gonna beat a lot of things, but because my schedule is crazy with running the company and doing the whole day job and all that stuff, and you at school and work as well. Ah, it does feel a shame when you look at your trophies. You're like, man, we should have like 3 times more of this,
Yep.
but we don't. But again, like I said, we both of us, I think, it's gonna work. I'll have to pay for you for Smash Brothers because unless you want it in do you want Mewtwo in your 3DS?
Well, I would like, but it's not that much of a priority.
Oh, okay. No, because remember, because of course my account and my Wii U, I get the games, we get it for free.
Yeah.
And you could play it, of course, but I didn't know if you wanted for. I
But
don't know
is
if
that
you,
extra for for my 3DS?
huh?
Is it extra for my 3DS?
I mean your account's linked into all the consoles, but we don't know. We'll see how that works out. But if not, if you want them, I'll pay for it for you
Okay.
if you want it in there. Because like I said, or we could wait till then and then wait for Lucas to come out and see what happened. Because I know for sure if they pick us, if they, like I said, you better go. You see, you've been on Tumblr, you've been on Facebook, you've been on what, just to get the word out about getting getting Fox in there.
Yes. Wolf.
I mean, Wolf. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry, Wolf, Wolf, Wolf. Oh well, yes, getting Wolf in there.
I mean, you already have your characters there. I just need my wolf. That's all I need. That is all I need.
I have my characters in there. Hey, ain't my fault.
I technically have my characters too, except the one that I use the most,
Yeah,
which is Wolf. Ever
Wolf.
since Brawl, I use him Wolf. I use him more.
But what? Okay, that's your main in Brawl. What was the difference?
What do you mean the difference?
Him and Fox. That you
Well,
could that you would.
Brawl Fox got a little bit more faster,
Okay.
which well, I still need to like, get a little bit control in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Even though his blaster is slower, it recoils the person back. Like when I shoot at people, like Fox, you can do it faster, you can stack up damage, but it don't push back the person. With Wolf, I can just do that, and it's just that actually gives some damage, and they go back and they're all disorientated and stuff like that. I, I don't, I just really like him better. I really do. Like he has a more edgier, I don't know, edgier move set, even though it's technically the same. It's more edgier, if that makes sense.
No, I got what you're saying. I mean, of course, 'cause like I said, your characters would be, if we go back to Brawl, which was Bowser and
It was
Bowser and
it was it was the Star Fox characters
yeah,
because then wait, was his the thing the same thing too? Was
cool.
Falco's
Yeah,
reflector
in
the
Smash.
same kick?
No, he kicked it out. Remember
Okay, Falco's was the same kick. Because I
when
mean
he kicked?
that's the
No,
only
remember
thing.
wait, remember he kicked out. He kicks out his reflector.
That's the only thing in Falco that's like gave him a little drop points.
Uh-huh.
Because for melee it was Fox, Falco, and Bowser, which was like those are my three go-tos. I like Pikachu and stuff, but it was mostly them. But like for Brawl, it was Wolf, Fox, Lucario, um, Bowser, and
Uh-huh.
just a few other people that I was good with, but those were mostly my go-to. It's mostly like Wolf or Bowser, which is like yes, I can use these people, and I can just destroy.
Uh-huh.
And even I don't know. Their final smashes are the same. I just like it, even though Wolves gets down a little bit too quickly. That's the only setback for Wolf's final smash. His runs out quicker. But I can still rack up stuff. I
Oh,
don't know. I
okay.
feel more confident using Wolf.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, it's your preference. That's what you like. That's what you like, right?
Yep.
Because, like I said, I feel you're coming from. Because, like I said, look at me. But like I said, I mean, mine. But I couldn't use the original Samus because it didn't. I didn't. The button combination was weird for me, which you kind of don't like right now. But whatever. But of course, to it it's just weird because like I said, Samus was my main in the first Smash, second Smash, because she was so slowed down. It's like and it took away that kick that I love so much. So Zero Suit Samus stepped up a little bit, but it didn't still wasn't But of course, Ike still stepped up, and I use Ike as you know in Brawl, as you hated in Brawl.
Eh.
But then came then in this one, I kind of hang to Zero Suit Samus, but it's good, but still a little a little problem. But then came like I said, then when we got the GameCube adapter and everything, I'm back to Samus now because it just feels much better. And like I said, Brawl, Smash Brothers 4. You just feel. I like the speed. The speed is better. Brawl slowed down. This one feels good. It's a good balance. That's what I like. Melee was fast, and for the people out there who are melee lights, good luck for you. Y'all want to play that game to the end of the time? Go right ahead. That's your game. Or Project M. But I'm happy with. I have to say, I'm happy with Brawl. I mean, not Brawl. I mean, with Smash 4. I think
I'm
it's
happy with Smash 4 too. I think that besides the Wolf thing,
yeah.
I really do love Smash 4. I mean, I wish there was a adventure.
I know, but again,
That
people,
really, I
as we
really
said
wish there
before,
was.
but we know why. As I said before, but me and you know why, because
But
people
I have
bitched
a
up.
question for you.
Yeah.
Between Brawl and Melee's adventure, one-player adventure mode,
Uh-huh.
not classic or all-star, but the legit adventure type part,
Yeah.
which was which was your favorite? Subspace or Melee?
I say subspace.
Yeah.
I have to say subspace. I mean, the adventure mode, because remember they argued why they hated adventure mode in Melee because it was the same character. You take your character, you go to the same thing, and it was like boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they argued about. So Sakurai said, okay then, well I'll vary it up that you don't need that you get different characters, and he tried to make it so it's not the same characters, and also he taught you how to play with each character because you start off with Mario and Kirby and whatever, and then you go piece by piece, and you play characters you didn't like, but you might have thought, oh man, you know what, I do like this move or whatever. That's what he tried to do for people, but again, people bitched about it as usual. I mean, I
Yeah.
liked it because it was vast and it was different. And of course I like the cuts, the story mode of the cutscenes and stuff. It was pretty cool. What I mean, what about you?
Well, I would say Subspace because of all the cutscenes and the things and stuff like that. But I did enjoy like how they had, well, like certain. I still enjoy like the tiny cutscenes in Melee where they introduce like the stage or whatnot and
Yeah.
like the stage itself
Uh huh.
and like for the temple with all the undeads and stuff like that and the music it had where you can press start and stuff. I'm like I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that too. But Subspace, yeah, all the cutscenes and stuff was cool. And then that one, I wish Master Hand was in it, but yeah, that was weird.
Yep. And of course, we still have to, now that we got the GameCube adapted and everything now, we still gotta try to beat, what is it, Fortress, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, you do that.
You gonna help me out, sis?
Okay, fine.
I mean, we're gonna have to. I wish there was just two lives. Which that's the next thing I would say. I would say this: if I is a gripe, I mean, I don't care, but I kind of do wish they give you back the stocks, the full stocks. You know what I mean? Like five and whatever, like the other games, but you
Yeah,
only have two
I wish
chances.
that was a thing too. Like, yeah, because that's what I enjoyed for Melee and the other things. That
Yeah,
for classic and stuff that you can actually up the ante,
yeah,
up the amount of stocks instead of just getting the set. And even if you put up the intensity, you'll still get that amount of lives that you asked for.
yeah. Because of course, if you mess up, you mess up twice, of course, boom, the intensity level
Intensity
drops.
just goes down. It's like, can I get a little bit more more time or
I,
more lives or
yeah, I wish
an
they put it.
SOS?
Yeah, I wish they put it a little. I don't know, three chances. At least, even if you put it to three chances, three stocks when you start the stage, that even better.
Yeah,
But well, like I said, it is
because
what it.
if they're asking for a little bit of just a lot for that fortress with only two lives.
Yeah, and including that the enemies in that thing hit so hard.
Yeah.
It is what it is. When it gets to that point, we get a point.
Yep.
And then with that said, and also with that said, the next thing that we also got to put out is, whew, Nintendo. You're doing good with the whole Mario Kart, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I mean, what about you? Do you think this is what do you think about it? Other than the DS one, this is the next best Mario Kart you ever played, right?
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nintendo, I'm asking you. I even told Kenji back in last year. Please, just do a battle mode the right way, and this will be one of the best Mario Karts out there. Work on that and sell that. I will buy that. I will buy that for the $13. Just take
Yeah.
just take 5, 6 stages from the other old games, whatever. Put it in there. Shine Sparks battle mode. Bam, done. Classic battle mode. The classic rules from Mario Kart 64 because I don't like the whole invisible bomb thing. No. So you could no. Just give us that setup, and we'll be all right. You know what I mean? I'm
Yep.
telling you, if you did that, that would be one of the best Mario Karts out there that I ever played. That's for sure. But we'll see how all that works out when the time comes, right?
Yep.
But like I said, I mean, it has been a great. Like I said, the Nintendo Direct has come out. Like I said, I enjoy it. I know why the stuff that I think that was minuscule to other people. I think you guys need to get a life and stop being me, 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 me. But that's my opinion. Stop, being like conceited little pricks. Enjoy whatever games come out there. There are a ton of games out there. As I explained to the beginning of the game, as I explained at the beginning of the podcast, I'm sorry. Sales and profits are two different things. If you're joining right now for people who's watching this video in the past, or watching this video in the future, I should say, I don't say past. Sales and profits are different. Nintendo Wii U makes more profits than Sony and Microsoft combined. The one that's making the worst profits right now is Xbox One, and it's hurting Xbox One. And I don't want the console to die, but again, if they don't turn over the profits well soon, and also if they make their next console, if it's not Windows based app like the shareholders want it to be, it's going to be the last. If they make one more console and that thing is sell at a loss, it's going to be the last console they make. I could tell you right now, that's what I'm guaranteeing because they don't want to keep on losing money. And no, these shareholders are greedy bastards. They don't care. And I would say next, before I go off, I want to say the next thing too because I've seen a lot of people still saying, like, it's weird. We like Nintendo. Me, and you, Katie. We like Nintendo because we love the games, right?
Yes.
All right. So people again, people got their videos out there. The end of Nintendo. Nintendo will die. The Wii U's dead, and all that blah blah jargon. I have a question to ask you, being that you're younger than me by 12 years. Because in the way how this community is going, sometimes I do wish for a market crash. But the question is this: say tomorrow, we don't get Splatoon, none of that stuff, whatever. Say tomorrow though, that gaming has stopped, right?
Yeah.
What would be your feelings if all games have stopped, or it had a crash again, and the gaming market has just shut down, and you can't get on games? What's your feeling on gaming? What your feeling of the future would be after that?
Could you say that again?
Okay, I said, say that the game market crash happens tomorrow, right? We don't get Zelda, we don't get Splatoon, we don't get Gunvolt or Mighty Gunvolt, and all that stuff we're looking forward to. But say that it crashed because the reason I'm saying that because everybody always saying Nintendo will die, Nintendo needs to adapt or die, Wii U is dead, all that stuff. But if the market crashed tomorrow, how would you feel about the gaming from then on?
Feel a little sad.
Okay, I mean, all right. I'll answer. Maybe I'll say my answer. Maybe you will see where I'm coming from and see if you agree or disagree. I mean, and please add more than just yes or no to it, of course. But if it crashed tomorrow, I have not beaten. Like I said, we talked in our last NCast. We have a backlog of games that we ain't finished yet, right?
Yes.
And we have what over hundreds of games in our in the house,
Yep.
from 3DS to we have a Super Nintendo, we have a Nintendo 64, we have a 3DS, we have DSs, we have a ton of DS games. Holy crap! Game Boy Advance games, Sega Dreamcast, GameCube games. That I could go back and play those and just have fun. I think we will have about our next 10, 20, maybe 10, 20 more years of games if we replay over the games we have.
Yep.
So yeah,
A
I'll be
lot of
sad.
games.
Yeah,
I'll be sad that we won't be getting new games and stuff like that, like things that I might, you know, want to play. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. This is cool. This is something new that I haven't like seen in a
yeah,
while. But we'll still have, things to remind us of how great we had it.
yeah. And I think that a lot of people, I wish a lot of people see that because the reason I said because I saw this post, I saw two posts and I would like to have and you saw them when I showed it to you. You wanted the post. Post
Yeah.
now the needs to get with times and all that crap, but the guy said, I would never buy a Wii U for Zelda, but a Wii U for PlayStation 4. Really? One. You buy Zelda for Xbox One? And I will guarantee you the person will be like, no, you gotta be on my Zelda on my PlayStation 4. That's how conceited and how crybaby these new gamers are. Why did you bought the PlayStation 4 then? See, everybody consoles, they think exclusive are so irrelevant now, but it makes me, why did you buy the console? Because we buy the Nintendo console because of Nintendo games, right?
Yes.
And also, the whole, so we buy Nintendo games for the console. If we wanted to buy other consoles, they have to have the games that we would love to play on it. Ain't that such a simple thing to say?
Yep.
But people say their stuff, and I saw next comment where this guy was like the whole gamepad thing, and I think we could end it off with this. The gamepad thing is everybody saying Nintendo don't use the gamepad, but don't we?
I use it all the time.
Yeah, it's everybody's like it's not justified the gamepad. I mean in our opinion, this is our opinion piece. We could back it up with certain facts, but this is our opinion though. We have used the gamepad to fun because let's word it out. Um, Nintendo Land. We use it for the dance game, of course.
The
We use
dance
it
game was
for
my favorite.
yep, and you got the star in that, the gold star in that one.
I still
We
need
use
to
it
get
for
that secret stage.
okay, but we see yeah you're right. But you use it for that.
Yeah.
Then also the Metroid. We got all the stages in that one. Woohoo!
Yep.
That was a tough son of a gun. But we
Yep.
used the screen because of what? You played on the gamepad, I played on the screen, right?
Yeah, and
It's no
the
it's no split it's no split screen. It was you had a full view, I had a full view. And then we have the Zelda, same thing. And the Pikmin,
and that
Donkey Kong,
the Donkey Kong and the Star one.
and the throwing stars. Yes, that's that game. That demo is over. People overlook that demo. That was a cool demo of what to do with a gamepad. And of
Yeah.
course, right after that, Batman Arkham Knight Armored Edition. Watch Dogs. I wish that you guys had used the gamepad the way Warner Brothers use it because that was the right way to do it. The whole code breaking and everything. That was cool, and the whole map and the set points and the quick weapons. That was smart, but that's using the gamepad, and you couldn't do that on anything else. Then we go to one of your favorite games, Wonderful 101.
Yeah.
You
That
have
was
to do
about,
this
yeah, it's like you can use other controls, but it's better to have the gamepad.
because it was once you get the drawing set up straight, it was easy to get you could do it without looking down to draw the symbols.
Yeah. Like I it's it's second nature to me. Once you know the symbols.
Yeah,
So you can
you
just look
notice,
down and go like, okay, done.
and then of course,
Done.
when you had to go inside a certain places, you had to use the screen.
Yeah. So it's like, and then even for like stuff like Bayonetta, I use the gamepad.
Yep, you use the gamepad for you, yeah, because of how our situation is. You use the gamepad, but then again, for me, like Wind Waker, the gamepad, love the map, love the way it's set up. The gamepad was used for the map, and then also let's go to our next one. I mean, you didn't use it, but like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, split screen. No, you got a screen, I got a screen. Same thing for Ghost, you got a screen, I got a screen. But let's go to something that we use again, and again, you got it from Tool Trigger Tracker. I use this. I mostly use the gamepad, and also Kirby's Canvas Curse. Rainbow Curse. You use the gamepad. Basically, that's the only way you basically use the game with the gamepad. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And of course, the game that we use the gamepad the most for, Hyrule Warriors. As confusing, as big and confusing, like you know how more confusing it would have. Me and you know this, Katie. It would be more confusing, right? If it was two people, if it was split screen. Even though we got a big screen TV, it would be split screen with all those. You don't have their own real estate to see when somebody's attacking you, or you got to run over here and be like, oh, let me not get my screen mixed up with Liger's screen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And look at and look how you remember when I played before I got the gaming chairs.
Yes.
Where was I playing the Hyrule Warriors? Because I was trying to stay comfortable. You was in my office chair, and I was behind the couch,
Yeah.
away from the TV, not even looking at the TV, just away from the TV, playing the game. Jeez. To us, the game screen is justified. To me, how about you? I mean, and then of course, Splatoon's gonna have the same split screen setup.
It's the best thing, honestly. Instead of the whole split screen stuffs. Independent screens are just way better.
I mean, I wish Mario Kart 8 wasn't so demanding that they could have
Yeah,
did the same thing.
I really wish that Mario Kart 8 didn't force it on you, but eh,
Well, it was hard because they were trying to get the whole 60 frame per second and the whole 9 yards, and you know what I mean.
yeah, eh,
Cause cause when we play Hollywood Warriors, it does drop a little bit, and the rates drop and the graphics drop, but it didn't drop bad enough that we couldn't play the game.
yeah.
It was still up there, so I had no problem with that. So yeah, still we need to play that damn boss mode. We still on Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, you do that.
Nah, man, it's gonna be good, man. We got to test it out. We got to test it out. But it was like I say, it was a is a we the gamepad to me was justified. I mean, and now that we have, again, we have a video on our channel talking about how to up your battery. The battery is the game life pad now is up to our battery go up to like 9 hours, which is awesome. And it's cool that we could go to someplace else and not have a TV and play the gamepad, the off-screen gameplay games, man. Is you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's also cool. I want to see, I do want to see when they release Mario Kart DS though, if if other people could play, if it could be multiplayer, because it'll be weird.
Yeah.
I hope they took the time to make it that you could do it. Huh?
It would.
Yeah, because it'd be cool that me and you could play that again. Like I said, we know we're gonna love the single player more. That's what we're gonna do. Like I said, that's the fun part of that game. But it is what it is. We'll see what it is. So, like I said, we just list off tons of things that the Nintendo gamepad could be done, and in our opinion, it's justified. And like I said, we buy games. We have a Wii U. We have 3DSs. We have not picked. I mean, our cousin has a PlayStation, and my friend has an Xbox. We play games. It's just because if it's your money, you buy what you need to buy. Very simple. We buy what we like. If you like the PlayStation, you bought it. Hey, you bought it and you enjoy it. But like I said, our channel, me and Katie's channel, is we just want to have experience and share our fun with everybody out there. Because we are not like some gamers who be like, oh man, my game was better than your game. I don't understand that. You just can't say this game was good and just leave it at that. You have to tear somebody else down. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Huh?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Everybody, you have to tear somebody else down. I don't understand that setup. Enjoy your game and enjoy it. That's all it is. But like I said, it's one of those things that people out there are now. Like I said, we're enjoying. It is a cool experience to have the Wii U. The Nintendo Direct that just came out, I liked it. It was pretty good. I'm happy everybody out there who gets it and is enjoying it. Those who you got disappointed by the Direct, I don't know what to tell you about it. And we'll see how that works out. But anyway, everybody out there, this is your boy Liger. And of course, we got Katie. This is Endure. Sorry we didn't have enough people to join on. Those out there, it is what it is. Some days it'll be nice, some days it'll be not. But we enjoyed the direct. I told you again, if you wanna look for the facts about the whole profits and sale thing, you go check out our videos, um, WTF episode 4, WTF episode 9. There are links in there. Go directly straight to the Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. I even have Square Enix, Capcom, EA, to see how much money and profits these guys make. And again, you'll see that Nintendo makes more profit than Xbox and Sony combined. Xbox right now is hurting because of the profit setup. They're selling more than Nintendo, but again, if you're not making money off of the console, it's gonna be rough. PlayStation's making money off the console. They're selling it, but selling it as well too. So, right now, the gaming market is anemic because there are not many. How should I say this? It's just gaming is starting to get stagnant now to certain ways, and everybody's jumping on with that Nintendo's third party. They don't, but if that's what you want, buy the other consoles. If you don't want that, then I don't know what to tell you, because I'll just say one more thing though before we end is I am happy that Codename Steam was announced last at E3 and it came out last month. That's not bad. And then we have Splatoon, the same thing, and Splatoon's coming out next month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I hope games. We know that those games would develop way beyond E3, of course. But I'm happy that Nintendo does that and show gameplay. Now, I hope it could be a double-edged sword too, because I will bet you a lot of people would want the other developers to do the exact same thing, and they'll be like, "Wow, it only takes about a year to develop these games." No, they don't. I know, right? No, it don't. It takes years still to develop the game. And again, as I said at the beginning of the podcast, Nintendo. Listen to what people said about coordinating Steam, and now put in a is going to put in a fast forward button for the turn since people argued about it, and they listened to it. And again, there are other companies that do stuff like that, like I said before, like Gunvolt. They put in patches to help certain things with the gaming. I'll make the selecting weapons easier too. NC Creates did that. I think that should be like I said, it's out of way forward or NC Creates. Like I said, like I said, I don't wanna. I'll drop a bomb right here and say I really don't care that much to have a Metroid Prime setup again, no time soon. I better have a 2D side scroller. That's what I'm looking forward to. And like I said, NC Creates and Way Forward, the two people I think will do a good job.
I love empty crates.
Well, like I said, Gunvolt when the Gunvolt 2 comes out, I know you'll be on that bandwagon.
Yep. Empty crates. Mega Man-ish type game. Come on.
I know, right? But like I said, it is what it is, and we enjoy what's going on. Hopefully, like I said, in the future, we're gonna do, of course, a podcast about E3, and hopefully before that, also we reach, you have to join in, Katie, because I want to do a podcast straight on Star Fox.
Yay.
The Star Fox, the whole thing, because people are gonna because since Star Fox is coming out, I want to do something about Star Fox, and we go through all the games and say what you like, what you didn't like, whatever. But like I said, we'll go through all those and see what's happening. But to anybody out there, like I said, thank you for listening to the fourth episode of Ncast. Of course, Katie's, like I say, me and Katie are N Duo. We've gotten some people who have subbed to our channels and stuff, and I'm thankful for all the subs out there. Thank you for commenting, and let me know anytime in the future if anybody out there wants to join Ncast. Please be 18 and over. Please have you could cut down some of the background noises, of course, and I welcome to join. I welcome anybody, invite anybody to an Ncast. So, but not as usual though. There's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to us. What's perfect to us is not perfect to you. Simply play those games. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.